So the goalie situation has been one of the other things I've been really following closely this year. Holtby, I feel like he would tell you he's had a down year this year, and the stats kind of back that up. What is your sense of what the Capitals will do with him? I think he's a free agent this upcoming offseason. What do you think will happen there?
As far as the down year, I agree. As far as the numbers, I also think that's a big part of the defense. And the defense has not been good this year. And that's the 5-man unit. That's not defense pairs or it's 5 guys on the ice. There's been a ton of mistakes this year, and they will be the first to tell you that Holtby's numbers reflect that. And, look, Ilya Samsonov was really good, and he had that stretch of 10, 11 straight games without a loss, and he looks like he's going to be a really good goalie. But even he fell victim to bad team defense and being hung out to dry too many times. The Holtby situation, a lot of this, there's a lot of unknowns because they don't know how they're going to handle free agency and when the draft's going to be. And there's a lot of question marks about how this coronavirus pause is going to affect the offseason. But I just can't see a way that they're going to be able to afford him and afford Ovi next year. And they've got the kid now who looks like he can be a number 1. It would not surprise me if, he is the number 1 and they bring in some sort of a veteran. The money would have been there like Bobrovsky got. And Bobrovsky's not been great. I think that would have hurt Holtby too, but I just can't see how they could afford to do it. But then again, there's a couple of times Oshie and Carlson, even Backstrom, you knew Backstrom's going to get the money, but where's it going to come from? And they figured out ways to keep that core together. They haven't had the next guy for any of them ready to – there was no top defenseman knocking Carlson out. There was no top center, even though Kuzi, they didn't have that second face of the franchise. Like, they've got the next goalie, I think, and that's going to affect Holtby more than anything.
That's a good point. I never really thought of team defense impacting because his save percentage, I think, is the worst Holtby's is in his career this year. It's under 900. But I haven't really considered that. So that you think that probably is the biggest reason why he's had this year?
He's gotten hung out so many times. And quite frankly, there have been games where he was good and they lost and gave up 4 goals, and even games that they've won that they've given up 4 goals. And you're looking at, well, what's wrong with Holtby? And he's not had a great year. There have been plenty of pucks that he should have stopped, and he would be the first to tell you that. But there's also a lot of times, if you go back and look at the tape, you'll see how many point-blank chances he either makes the save or he doesn't, but they are point-blank. Guys wide open in the slot getting a shot. And the team defense has been an issue this year. And I think, Todd Reardon, who's he's their defense guy, when he transitioned from the defensive coordinator, if you will, to the head coach, there was a drop-off. And they haven't figured that out yet. But the team defense is, the last year and a half has been as bad as it's been in years. And that's been